Good afternoon, everybody. So today we are going to start the next topic of the pharmacognosy. After the definition, present history and scope of pharmacognosy, we are going to study how the drugs can be classified in the different classifications. So the classification of the drugs, it is divided mainly into 6 parts, that is alphabetical classification, taxonomical classification, morphological classification, pharmacological classification, chemical classification and chemotaxonomical classification. So the first one, that is alphabetical classification. As the name itself indicates, based on the name of the drug, means the drug, everything will be having the name. So based on the name of the drug, the drugs are classified in the alphabetical classification. For example, see the name of the alloy. Alloy is starting, the letter is A and acacia is also A. So it is kept under the A alphabet. Next, coming to the other example, that is benzoin and belladonna. Both are having B as the starting alphabet. So they are classified into B. So the alphabetical classification is based on the name of the drug. Next, coming to the taxonomical classification. So taxonomy, what do you mean by taxonomy? Taxonomy is nothing but the classification of the plant species based on the order, family, genus and species. So in the same way, in the taxonomical classification, the based on the order, genus, family and species, the drugs are being classified. For example, gymnosperms. Gymnosperms, they are the one, that is the gymnosperms is the genus of the family, and the drugs which are coming under the genus are gymnosperms are Ephedraceae is the family, and the drug belonging to Ephedraceae family is ephedra. Next is the drug which is belonging to the family Liliaceae. So many of the drugs are coming under the Liliaceae family. Their examples are alloy and colchicum. Next, for example, even the Liliaceae, many of the stem are containing, many of the stem are also coming under the family called Liliaceae, and the barks, Arjuna, Neem, they are also coming under Liliaceae. Next, so next coming to the morphological classification. Morphological classification is nothing but based on the color, odor and taste, shape, the drugs are classified. So here the classification is based on the, as I told you, it is dependent on the sense organs. Sense organs means what? The one, the organs which are, which can be sensed, that means eyes. Eyes, it is a sense organ. In that what we are doing, we can see the color of the drug. Coming to the smell, smell is nothing but nose. Nose is identifying the smell. So depending on that, the morphological classification is being done, and the crude drugs are divided into parts of the plant. That means which active constituents is present in which part of the plant. That based on that, the morphological classification is being done. For example, if the active constituents, if the leaves are collected and if the active constituents are present in the leaf, that is coming under the leaf. Next, flowers and dried juices. Dried juices means, if you take an example of aloe vera. Aloe vera is the, see, if you have seen the stem of the aloe vera, it will be pulpy, right? When it is dried, we are getting the juice of that is the dried juice. So barks is nothing but the examples are Arjuna and Neem. Leaves, digitalis, senna, vasaka. Fruits are lemon and bael. Arjuna, it is used as a cardiotonic. Cardiotonic is nothing but the drugs which are used in the activity, in improving the activity of the heart muscles. Neem is used as an antiseptic. Digitalis, it is also used as a cardiotonic. Senna is used as a laxative. Vasaka is used as an antitussive. In the previous video I have told you, Vasaka is used as the antitussive. Antitussives are the agents which are used in the treatment of the cough. Next, coming to the fruits, lemon and bael. These are the rich source of vitamin C. So next, pharmacological classification. Pharmacological classification means based on the therapeutic effect or the medicinal effect of the drug, the drugs are being classified into pharmacological classification. That means the pharmacological action. Pharmacological action is nothing but the medicinal effect of the drug or the therapeutic effect of the drug, means in to cure which disease which drug can be used. That is nothing but the pharmacological action based on the chief constituents, means based on the active constituents or the chemical constituent present in that drug. On that basis, the pharmacological classification is being done. For example, if you take carminatives, the drugs which are used to relieve the this flatulence or the gas from the gastrointestinal tract. So the carminatives examples are phenyl, clove, coriander. Next is anti-cancer drugs. Anti-cancer drug means it is the vinca is used as an example, means the drugs which are used in the treatment of cancer. These are also called as anti-neoplastic agents. Next, coming to the anti-malarials. Anti-malarials example is cinchona. Cinchona, it is containing the active constituents like quinine and quinidine. Those are used as an anti-malarial. Next, laxatives examples are senna and isabgol, means the drugs which are used in the treatment of the constipation. So, the pharmacological classification is nothing but based on the pharmacological action or the therapeutic effect or the medicinal effect of the drugs and the chief active constituents present in the drug. Based on that, the pharmacological classification is being done. Next, coming to the chemical classification. The chemical classification is nothing but some of the drugs are containing the active constituents which are the same in nature. So the same type of chemicals are present in the 2 or 3 more drugs that are classified under the chemical classification. For example, if you take what do you mean by chemicals means? Chemicals are nothing but the active constituents or the chemical constituents present in the drug. So based on that, we are using the drug for the treatment of any disease. So here also in chemical classification, the active constituents are nothing but the alkaloids, glycosides and volatile oils. They are the active constituents which are present in the crude drug. Alkaloids, the examples are tea, opium and vinca. Glycosides, they are the examples are senna and licorice. Volatile oils, peppermint oil. See, all these drugs, they are containing the active constituents like alkaloids, glycosides and volatile oils. And this chemical classification is also helpful in the phytochemical studies. Phytochemical studies is nothing but the study of the active constituents which are present in the crude drug and for the formation of the new molecule or the development of the new drug or the new formulation. Next, coming to the chemotaxonomical classification. See, as the name indicates, it is made up of 2 words. One is chemo and the other is taxonomical. Chemo means what? The active constituents which are present in the crude drug. And taxonomy is nothing but, as I told you, in taxonomical classification based on the order, genus, family. That is nothing but the taxonomical classification. So including both which active constituents are present in the crude drug and to which family it is belonging. Based on that, the chemotaxonomical classification is done. Here the biological source of the drug is being included and chemical constituents, both they are included together and there will be the formation of the chemotaxonomical classification. Understanding? So, see, all the classification I have told you. Coming to the merits and demerits, alphabetical classification, the merits is only the names of the drugs can be studied here, but it cannot be taken into consideration whether it has to be put in the pharmacological classification or the alphabetical classification. Here only the name of the drug is considered. And here taxonomy, see, many of the 2 or the 3 drugs are coming under which family. Some of the, for example, aloe is belonging to Liliaceae family and colchicum is also belonging to the Liliaceae family, but the active constituents will be different. So in that case, these type of drugs are coming under the chemotaxonomical classification or the chemical classification. Next, morphological classification. See, many of the crude drugs, they will be available in the form of the powder also. In that case, what we are going to do is the morphological classification fails to distinguish the color and the smell of that. For example, if you take acacia and tragacanth, acacia is also the white powder and tragacanth is also white powder. In that case, we cannot differentiate based on the morphological classification. So during that, that is the main demerit of the morphological classification is the drugs which are in the powder form, they cannot be classified under morphological, so they are taken into consideration in the chemical classification. In chemical classification, by doing the identification test or the chemical test, the powder drugs can be differentiated, which drug it is, whether it is acacia or whether it is tragacanth. Next, pharmacological classification. Pharmacological classification, it is the important classification as it is based on the medicinal effect or the therapeutic activity of the crude drug. So, as I told you, the examples are carminatives, examples of fennel, clove, coriander. They are used in the treatment, they are used to expel the gas from the gastrointestinal tract. So, all the drugs, they are showing the same effect, carminative effect. Those are kept in the carminative. So, next is anti-cancer. Anti-cancer is vinca. Vinca, it is containing the active constituents like vincristin and vinblastin. vincristine and vinblastine. So that is, they are acting as the anti-neoplastic agents. Vincristine and vinblastine are the active constituents which are present in the vinca. So that is used in the treatment of the cancer. So next, as I told you, chemotaxonomical, based on the biological source and chemical active ingredients present in the drug, the drugs are classified in the chemotaxonomical classification. So hope you understood today's lecture. Thank you.